The following is a live sports presentation of GLICOD Communications, GLICOD.com.
GLICOD's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now. Presented by Interstate Batteries.
Good evening and welcome to Christian Academy of Indiana, the home of the Warriors, as Christian Academy welcomes in the Borden Braves tonight for a varsity contest. Mike Beck, Paul Love in the booth overlooking the Warriors court tonight as the JV game is being played, and pretty raucous game tonight in the JV. A lot of contact and a lot of chippiness, as they would say.
Well, again, you told me earlier, it's kind of what you expect between these two pretty good rivals at the 1A classification.
And Borden has not had a great season, as we'll find out and talk about the team tonight. They're 3-13 on the campaign. They come off a loss last night to Orleans. The Warriors from Christian Academy, 9-7, and playing without their best player, according to Coach Kerberg, Bailey Conrad, who broke his foot back after the first game of the season against Floyd Central. He scored 23 against the Highlanders, by the way.
Right, and next day at practice, he told me, you'll hear about it a little bit later from him, I think, but in practice, just one of those freak deals where his foot turned a little bit and broke a bone.
Well, they're 9-7 on the campaign. They played the likes of Jeffersonville, Floyd Central, and Southwestern. They didn't get wins in any of those contests, but you play 4A schools that are really good. It'll toughen your team up, and I believe that was the purpose for scheduling it like that. So we'll find out more about these two teams, Christian Academy and Borden. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll hear from the coaches of both squads and see what they have to say about their teams. Mike Beck, Paul Love getting ready for a good one, I think, right here at Christian Academy. We'll be right back right after this on GLICOD.com. Stay with us.
Your friendly neighborhood Centra Credit Union here. Up for saving money? Visit Centra.org or a branch today for a free loan checkup. We'll look at what you're spending on loan payments at Centra or with other lenders, and if we can help you save money, we'll tell you how, because every nickel counts.
Jimmy, oh, what I see there in your ear, it's a nickel. How'd it get there?
Even those nickels.
Save them up, and someday you'll be rich.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. All loans subject to credit approval.
Check it.
Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
The W.M. Kelly Company, complete metal manufacturing located in New Albany. They are always looking for experienced welders and machine operators. If you're interested in becoming part of their team, contact W.M. Kelly's Human Resources Office at 812-945-3529 or send an email to info@wmkelly.com. W.M. Kelly. Designing, building, innovating. This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. With over 40 years experience in metal manufacturing, WMKelly.com.
Here at Christian Academy, Indiana, I'm with the head coach of the Borden Braves, Doc Nash. Doc, in his 13th season at Borden, and probably not having the year this year that he's used to having won a state championship back in 2013. So, Coach, let me just get you to reflect just a little bit upon this season and past seasons and where we stand right now.
Past seasons, I've had a lot of Jimmys and Joes. I won't say it was all me and X's and O's, but our Jimmys and Joes were outstanding, and My Jimmies and Joes this year are quite similar in terms of character and type of kid they are. I've got a bunch of straight A students that I want my own son to be like, my own sons to be like. But in terms of basketball skill and talent, we're down. Our Jimmies and Joes, sometimes we struggle to put the ball in the hole. But I got great kids. Last night we played extremely hard and played like Borden teams of the past and like Borden teams should be represented. And I don't expect anything less than that in terms of effort and heart and desire. Those are things that take absolutely zero talent. It takes a brain and it takes a heart. And that's an expectation for us. I hope we see that again tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Listen, later on I'm going to be asked what the keys to the game are. Knowing what you know about Christian Academy, what's it going to take for you to be able to compete against them tonight, do you think?
Two things. We got to keep the basketball in front of us. That's number one. Number two, we're going to have to get them off the glass. They're bigger than us at every spot. They're faster than us at every spot. Quite frankly, they're probably better than us at every spot. But we got to keep the ball in front of us defensively and limit their second chance opportunities. And again, it's going to come back, can we put the ball in the hole?
Shooting is always very important, no doubt about that.
It cures a lot of ills.
It cures a lot of ills, that's exactly right. Can you tell me who your starters are likely to be tonight?
Oh, man, caught me off guard. Jacob Robinson, Mason Carter, Sam Gasper, Joey Robinson. And should be one more. Yeah, I can't remember.
Who else is going to get some playing time besides it?
Extra playing time will be Dylan Bahan and Jaden Roberts. And I think that's it.
Okay, we can piece them together after that. Coach, everybody healthy as far as you know tonight, getting toward the end of the season now?
I've got a freshman that's a starter for us that's out. He's been out. He was out last night, been out this week at practice. He's got a bad back. Hopefully we get him back next week. It's Sterling Michael as a freshman. So that it'll help having him back. I forgot Micah Franklin will be our fifth starter. My fault. I had a brain fart. I apologize. Micah Franklin will be our fifth starter.
Coach, thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Many children in your community need a voice. That's why you should volunteer for CASA, court-appointed special advocates who stand for the best interest of abused and neglected children involved in the court system. CASA volunteers are ordinary community members, and as a volunteer, you'll receive plenty of training and have lots of resources to help you with your cases. For more information or to become a volunteer, contact your local CASA office or visit casaforchildren.org.
My dealer smells like roses and cinnamon gum.
When I was born, my dealer brought a teddy bear to the hospital.
My dealer pays for my college tuition.
She makes the best chocolate chip cookies. Plus, she comes to all of my basketball games.
Now he calls me princess, which I don't really like, but he's cool.
Sometimes she even does my laundry.
Don't turn someone who loves you into your dealer. If your name isn't on the label, the pills aren't yours.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
The Locker Room is proud to be a sponsor of Southern Indiana High School Sports, located in historic Jeff at 319 Spring Street. The Locker Room has been a business for over 40 years and was Southern Indiana's first screen printer. They specialize in wholesale screen printing, t-shirts, and have a full-time graphic artist on staff. No job is too big or small. The Locker Room invites you to team up with the best. For more information, call The Locker Room at 282-8600. That's 282-8600.
Here at Christian Academy of Indiana, I'm privileged to speak with Steve Kerberg, the head coach of the Warriors. And Coach had a big win last night against Providence. Kind of give us a snapshot of what you had to do to win last night.
It was a physical game. We turned it over way too many times, but I was proud of our guys to extend the lead in the fourth quarter And once we got the lead, we were in the bonus and able to bring them out on the floor a little bit and get to the free throw line and try to beat them off the dribble. And we were able to extend our lead last night. And anytime you beat Providence, I have a lot of respect for them. It's a good win for our program.
I understand. Coach, later on when I get on the broadcast, they always ask me what are the keys to the game. And I ask Doc Nash the same thing about you guys, and I'm interested to know what you feel like you need to do to win here tonight against Borden.
Well, I was talking to the guys today, and you can't win a sectional without winning on a Friday and a Saturday night. Thought we had a good win last night on the road. But the only thing I want our guys to do is play harder tonight than they played last night. That's honestly, that's our goal tonight, is effort, because again, talking about respecting programs, Coach Nash does a great job getting his guys to play hard, and we want to match that intensity and play hard. There's of course some X's and O things, but honestly, I want our guys to compete tonight.
Understand. As far as starters tonight, you got them in your head here. Who's going to start tonight?
I think I can remember them. We're starting 4 juniors and a freshman right now. Brady Dunn's our freshman. He'll start tonight as a guard. Nick Conrad's a junior. He'll start as a guard. TJ Proctor, he's our point guard. He had 26 last night at Providence. Ethan Carrier has had some big games. He's another shooting guard for us. And then our center is Josh Hahn. He's a junior also.
And normally I ask the question, is everybody okay tonight to play? And I'll let you just give our listeners a little bit of insight in terms of a pretty good player that you lost earlier in the season.
Yeah, after our first game of the season, Bailey Conrad, he had 23 against Floyd Central, had a great game, and was warming up for the next game and broke his foot. And originally we thought he was out for the season, and now it looks like, well, he's been cleared to practice, and it looks like he could return next week. But he's a big part of what we do, and we're excited to have him getting up shots and in our practices, and it's an exciting time for that.
Of course, here it is, January 26th. Sectional rolls around the end of February, so you got a little time to get him back into things. And I know you can't think ahead too far. You got a game to play tonight, and take each game one at a time. We know how that works too. But whatever the case, Coach, I hope he gets back okay, and good luck tonight and for the rest of the season.
Well, thanks, Coach. We're glad that you guys are here tonight, and we appreciate that to be at our games, and should be a fun night and exciting game.
Good enough, Coach. Thanks.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm a crack forming in your water pipe. I may be too tiny to notice, but not anymore. And if you got sold the wrong home insurance, you might get swamped by cleanup costs. So get Allstate.
For a free quote, call Floyd Snob's Allstate agent Packy Page at 812-202-7271. That's Floyd Snob's Allstate agent Packy Page. Subject to terms, conditions, availability, and coverage selected. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Hi folks, Jeff Kennedy with HKC Roofing. HKC has a full-time quality control supervisor on all our jobs. That's why we provide the best warranties in the roofing industry. We're so sure you'll love your new HKC roof. If you aren't satisfied, we'll pay a competitor to replace it. Call us now for your free digital roof analysis at 502-212-1081 or go online at roofyourhouse.com.
Your friendly neighborhood Centra Credit Union here. Up for saving money? Visit Centra.org or a branch today for a free loan checkup. We'll look at what you're spending on loan payments at Centra or with other lenders, and if we can help you save money, we'll tell you how, because every nickel counts.
Jimmy, oh, what I see there in your ear, it's a nickel. How'd it get there?
Even those nickels.
Save them up, and someday you'll be rich.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. All loans subject to credit approval.
Westminster Village, Kentuckiana, a senior living community located in the heart of Clarksville, has been serving residents and the community for over 3 decades. Even if your needs change, your home doesn't have to. Independent apartments, assisted living, rehab programs, and skilled nursing. Call 812-282-9691 to schedule a tour and to find out more. Find Westminster Village, Kentuckiana on Facebook and online.
Check it. Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh, come on! Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Welcome back here, Mike Beck, Paul Love. Glad to be with you here at Christian Academy of Indiana. About 10 minutes or so before tip-off, and we're glad to bring you the keys to the game tonight. Keys to the game brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page. And let's look at what Borden's got to do. One of the things they've got to do is stop T.J. Proctor. He's the scoring machine that's really stepped it up for Christian Academy. Had 26 last night against Providence. If he has a similar output tonight, it may be a long night for Borden, correct?
Yeah, he's the one guy that you really got a key on for sure. Others can score, but he's their main man. And also, like Coach said in the earlier interview, size really matters here. The rebounding is going to have to be a big factor for Borden to overcome.
And as always, in these kind of games, turnovers play a big part.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't, I mean, obviously the underdog and probably by several points. So, you know, if you're going to go into the game, if you don't make shots and if you turn the ball over, you're going to be in big trouble.
Anything else that you might see that he didn't talk about as a key for Borden? As they say, height is going to be an issue. Speed, perhaps. How do you counter that? You've coached before. You know how to address deficiencies in your team from a physical standpoint.
Well, one thing is zone defense. Is a factor that you can pack it in pretty much as far as the rebounding and size is concerned, and hope they don't make that outside shot. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if Borden takes that strategy here tonight.
Okay, well, let's shift over and look at the other side of the coin, if you will. Christian Academy, they, as Coach Kerberg said, no letdown. And how important is that tonight?
Well, obviously, had a big game last night. Pretty good win for Christian Academy, and it's very easy to look ahead and look at the record of the other team. So they just really cannot afford to have a letdown. And like Coach said, Coach Kerberg says, he just wants them to play really, really hard and get the most out of it that they can. And that, of course, includes playing sound defense and limiting Borden.
Sometimes when you come against a team or you come up against a team that has a 3-13 record this point in the season, it's hard to get those kids to believe, you know what, they are more dangerous than their record indicates, and that's why you've got to press on defense and not take a night off, right?
That is correct as well. And I've seen in history in the past, Saturday night games sometimes can be kind of funky, if you know what I mean. They're not used to playing a lot of times. That Friday night game, of course, but like Coach Kerberg says, you got to play Friday and Saturday in the tournament if you're going to do any good. So this would be a good lesson for them to learn here tonight.
All right, that's our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page. For a free quote on car insurance, stop by his office in Highlander Point, or you can give him a call at 812-202-7271. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more pregame coverage following right after this on GLICOD.com. Don't go away.
Many children in your community need a voice. That's why you should volunteer for CASA, court-appointed special advocates who stand for the best interest of abused and neglected children involved in the court system. CASA volunteers are ordinary community members, and as a volunteer, you'll receive plenty of training and have lots of resources to help you with your cases. For more information or to become a volunteer, contact your local CASA office or visit casaforchildren.org.
Westminster Village, Kentuckiana, a senior living community located in the heart of Clarksville, has been serving residents and the community for over 3 decades. Even if your needs change, your home doesn't have to. Independent apartments, assisted living, rehab programs, and skilled nursing. Call 812-282-9691 to schedule a tour and to find out more. Find Westminster Village, Kentuckiana on Facebook and online.
Doug and Maureen hope to travel the world as missionaries in some of the most remote nations. We honor them for their work. Thanks, guys.
Bill and Frank have served the country with honor during the Vietnam War. Bill has 2 Purple Hearts. Thank you both for your service.
We're truly honored to serve a generation that's really made a difference. For more information about American senior communities, please visit us at asccare.com.
When it comes to basketball, the Kentucky Wildcats are legendary. And when it comes to steaks, so is Pat's Steakhouse. Pat's opened in 1958, the same year the Fiddlin' Five won the national title. To make a reservation, call 502-893-2062 and check out patsteakhouselouisville.com. And when the weather's nice, make sure to ask about sitting out on the patio at Pat's. Pat's Steakhouse. They're not the best because they're the oldest. They're the oldest because they're the best.
Back here at Christian Academy, Mike Beck, Paul Love, as our pregame coverage continues. Tip-off in about 5.5 minutes or so. Time to take a look at the starting lineups tonight for both teams. We'll start with Borden. Starting lineups brought to you tonight by Vonier's Auto Air in Jeffersonville. Borden got quite the lineup. I believe made a couple of changes on me at the last minute. But what I have down here is Mason Carter. Is a freshman, going to get the start tonight, along with Joey Robinson, Jacob Robinson, Sam Gasper, and Micah Franklin. Those are the five that I remember what he said pregame, which doesn't quite match up to my graphic, but you know, that stuff happens. They change these things, and it gets a little complicated sometimes. A young and small lineup.
A lot of times Coach makes last-minute decisions based on how warm-ups go, things like that, if there's any kind of a borderline situation. So, yeah, it's not unusual.
All right, and then taking a look at Christian Academy tonight, T.J. Proctor, Ethan Carrier, Josh Hahn, and a couple of small changes there. Nicholas Conrad, of course, but then Brady Dunn, the freshman, going to get the call tonight. So Brady going to get a chance to play on the big court as a freshman.
That's interesting. Small school, probably more likely than a bigger school, but nevertheless, a good opportunity for the young man.
We'll see probably 7, maybe even 8 players get into the game for Christian Academy tonight. Maybe not quite so deep on the Borden side.
You'd think so. And again, Borden, they've lost their last 6 games. In fact, they have not won a game, I do not believe, in 2019 yet. So pretty frustrating for a coach, Doc Nash, in his 13th season. But one thing I pointed out, Mike, in looking over some of the notes that we were given, Doc Nash in his 13th season, Steve Kerberg in his 8th season. But if you add up and do the math on their win-loss records for these small schools, they're within a percentage point of being the same. 62% win margin for Doc Nash and 61% for Steve Kerberg. So both good coaches, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make. And, you know, it's going to be a rivalry game tonight, so I guess anything goes.
You know, one thing about the coaching at a small school, and I don't want to take anything away from some of the 4A coaches in the area, because this area has been blessed with a lot of great talent at the coaching position. But when you're a coach at a 1A, 2A school, and you know you're just not going to have the student population to get the 6-8 kids, to get those Division I athletes that are coming up through your ranks, to me there's just a little bit more measure of respect from me for a guy that comes to a program like a Borden, a Christian Academy, stays there, and produces wins year in and year out.
Well, and I concur. If you recall, I coached this, what you would call a small school, 2A Clarksville. Of course, they didn't have class back then, but I think a big factor there, Mike, is the fact that a big school, they reload year after year. It's not like rebuilding, whereas a team like Borden, who had such great talent back in and around 2013 when they won a state championship at 1A, you know, sometimes they run out of talent and graduate it and have to start all over again, and that may be a little bit of the case here tonight.
Okay, well, any wrinkle you see tonight, one of the things I think comes into play is the rivalry aspect. These two schools kind of have a history of some chippiness and playing a little harder than they might play against another school in the area. I don't know exactly why that got started that way, but how does that change the game when there's kind of a chip on your shoulder when you come in the gym?
Kind of depends on your personnel, I think, as much as anything else. But these kids, in most cases, at any level, play each other pretty much year-round if they're dedicated to basketball through AAU and what have you. So, you know, but like you said, and I tend to agree, there's an element about these two schools that makes them want a little bit more to beat the other team. And not sure what that is, but might have something to do with the fans. The fans sometimes get really excited and really get into it, and that's a stimulus for the players as well.
It sure was, and we saw that in the JV game that happened earlier. Borden gets the win in that. I think they won by 11. I didn't get the final score.
Yeah, here it is right here, 43-32.
Yeah, an 11-point lead, and but fan-supported a JV game was pretty raucous, I'll say that. So we're going to take our final break, and when we come back, we're going to have tip-off. So basketball in about 3 minutes. Stand by. GLICOD.com coverage of Kentuckiana High School basketball will continue right after this.
Whether your car needs a routine fix or an important repair, you'll want to take it to Vonyers, family owned in Jeffersonville since 1981, with old-fashioned values including honesty and integrity. Vonyers is dedicated to giving your car the best possible service in the industry. That's why service is our product at Vonyers, located at 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. Call 812-283-6215. That's 812-283-6215. Online at Vonyers.com.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call through your dental exam and recare appointments, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleanings to complex procedures. Call Annette or Joyce today at 812-944-5155 and see why 5 generations of patients still return to Carter Family Dentistry, located on Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Check it. Ooh. Oh, no.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
From GLICOD Communications, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952. And available throughout Kentuckiana. Visit their Jeff location today at 1510 Production Drive. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Centra Credit Union for banking and financial services that are centered around you. Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll, who reminds you not to text and drive. Kentuckiana Oral Surgery, with 4 Kentuckiana locations, including their newest behind Menards off Veterans Parkway. The W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany, designing, building, innovating, and now hiring. The Locker Room, Southern Indiana's first and oldest screen printers. Vonyers Auto-Wear in Jeffersonville, family owned since 1981. And by Allstate agent Packy Page in Floyd's Knobs in Jeffersonville. He'll put you in good hands. Now, courtside for all the action from GLICOD Communications on Southern Indiana High School basketball, presented by Interstate Batteries.
And welcome here, Mike Beck, Paul Love, as the starters are being announced. Borden's already been called out. Time for the Christian Academy team to be recognized. Ethan Carrier, number 13, you see him there. Brady Dunn, number 11, the freshman. Josh Hahn, number 23. Nick Conrad, number 5. T.J. Proctor, 26 points last night in the win over Providence, and I'm sure they'll be counting on him to get his points again tonight. Steve Berg Kerberg, the head coach.
T.J. Proctor, leading scorer for Christian Academy. For Borden, his counterpart would be Jacob Robinson. But, you know, Mike, I look out on the floor and at high school level, again, it's 1A, I understand that, but we talked about size. I can't imagine if Bailey Conrad at 6'8" were playing for Christian Academy right now, because we look out there and we really have not a very tall team, especially for Borden, but not so much so for Christian Academy as well.
Hahn in for the tip against Jacob Robinson. Ball is up, and it's controlled by the Warriors, and Proctor pulls it down. And first offensive series will be from the Warriors. Getting down into Hahn, back outside, three-point attempt is up, off the mark, and rebound. That one's Joey Robinson for the rebound, and here come the Braves. Proctor putting a little defense on, loose ball. Braves control it. High pass, pulled down by Robinson, goes baseline. Acrobatic move not there, but a rebound keeps it alive for Borden. Shot up, off the glass, and finally rolls in. Micah Franklin with 2 points. Proctor goes to his right, in and out of his hands. Now feeds it down inside. Wide open is Brady Dunn. He snuck in the back. Tie ball game at 2.
Really good pass that time by T.J. Proctor.
A little pressure here. And it turns into a turnover. And will draw the foul as Ethan Carrier went to the basket. Franklin tried to stop him and drew the foul. Carrier will shoot 2. First team foul tonight against the Braves.
Carrier at 6'2", one of the taller players on the floor. Josh Hahn might be a little inch or so over him, 6'3". Missed that time by Carrier.
First free throw, a little bit off the mark. He'd love to take a mulligan on that. He'll take a second shot anyway. And this one's short, hits the front of the rim. And Franklin clears it out, and it's thrown away. Proctor with the steal. Inside, back out to Proctor. Quick passing by the Warriors. Hahn down in the left corner. Tries to work it inside. Proctor open for 3. Just off the mark. Hahn there for the rebound. Fights, puts it up, and is going to draw the foul. He'll shoot 2. Josh Hahn tried a strong move to the goal. Didn't have a great position, but he was in good position to draw the foul.
He was indeed. Good size underneath on the blocks. Chance for 2 here, as we suspected. Borden playing a zone defense against the bigger squad. No free throws. Wow, 0 for 3.
A little flat on the arc that time for Hahn. Warriors.
A referee at the bench here, not sure what the discussion's all about. Doc Nash coming over to confer.
And it drops and becomes quiet.
They're smiling. That's a good thing.
I have no idea what that was about, but hey, they don't pay me to know these things. Hahn misses both free throws. And the Warriors start cold from the charity stripe. Franklin working against Proctor. He's got his hands full. Knocks it around, but this opens the back door. Shot missed. Robinson gets a second chance, and he'll draw the foul. Jacob Robinson at the line. He'll shoot 2. Foul was against Nick Conrad, his first, team's first.
Christian Academy already to the free throw line for 4 shots. They missed them all. Let's see what Proctor or Robinson says. I'll make one.
Yeah, nothing but net. That's how you do it, guys.
Nice stroke.
That one's going to be short. Hahn with a rebound, pulls it down, gives it to Proctor, and they start across midcourt. Inside out, Carrier back to Proctor. Christian Academy doing a little probing move right there. Ball down into Hahn, opens up a 3. That's going to be an air ball. And Robinson there to collect it. Hustles it into the half court. Franklin fakes a throw to the left, back to the right. Robinson down in the corner. That height, a little problem for Borden, and they get tied up on the floor. Going to be a jump ball. Mason Carter and Nick Conrad. It'll stay with Borden. 3-2 with about 2.5 minutes gone in the game. Christian Academy no stranger to low-scoring first quarters. Last night at Providence, they led 9-6 after 8 minutes. That's just over a point a minute. See my math there, Paul?
That's good math.
Yeah, I just want you to know I did graduate.
There you go.
Shot is up and in for Robinson.
Beat that zone in the middle. That's what you need to do.
Jacob Robinson.
Pass.
Proctor to Conrad. Back to Proctor. Moving it around. New player in for the Warriors, Jeremiah Robinson. Hahn saves it. Off a Borden player. Ball is loose flying around. Nick Conrad pulls it in. Hahn turnaround jumper on the mark. 5-4. Borden on top. Token pressure there from Christian Academy. Borden beats it across. Quick hands by Nick Conrad, knocked it around. Problem they're having is they get almost create the turnover out top, but it opens up opportunities down in the paint. Carrier, nice first step. Shots in and out. Hahn with a rebound, goes up strong, got it. 6-5, Warriors have the lead. I think that inside game is going to be a problem for Borden all night.
Sure is. Oh, there's another turnover.
Nice interception by Carrier, and he'll draw the foul.
The pressure that Christian Academy putting on the guards for Borden is real obvious now. Already I've got 4 turnovers against the Braves.
Second foul against Micah Franklin. Let's see if Carrier can hit a free throw this time. A little more arc, a lot of rim. It's no good. Nick Conrad goes out. Brady Dunn back in the game for the Warriors. Also checking in Kevin Ballou, the senior.
Christian Academy 0 for 5 from the free throw line. I think I know what they're going to be working on next week. That's 0 for 6.
And it's out of bounds off the Warriors. Nice effort that time by Brady Dunn, but it'll stay with the red and black.
Interestingly, the way the ball is bouncing on the rebounds, Borden's ahead in the rebounds 7-1 against the smaller team.
Borden working it across. They're trying to get it across midcourt. Now he straddles the line. They get it down inside. Robinson turns around, and Ballou's going to catch him.
But that's that pressure I was telling you about as far as the Christian Academy guard defense. Borden struggling to get the ball down the floor. Did finally manage to get it down to their main man down there in Robinson.
Kevin Ballou out. Chris Ballou checks in for the Warriors. I believe they said that was Dylan Boehan, wearing number 3 tonight instead of the number 2 that we had on the roster.
Lefty is good. Dylan Boehan.
7-6. Proctor tried to get an assist that time, didn't get it. 3 players down on the floor. Proctor goes for a shot, can't get it. And a whistle blows. We'll let the referee sort this one out. Some kid's going to be black and blue tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's going to get the ball was my question. It's going to be a rebound then for Christian Academy.
Going to stay with the Warriors, and they say that foul was against Mason Carter. Break for Christian Academy. Ballou started to back in. Jeremiah Robinson got that pass, wasn't quite ready for it. Turnover, great defense that time from Borden. Robinson spin move, back outside for a 3. Boehan off the mark. pulled down by Ballou. And here we go the other way. Proctor, nice first step, pulls up, gives it to Carrier for three.
Well, that looked good all the way.
Yeah, you saw that one. And a quick timeout taken, 30-second timeout taken by Borden as Doc Nash wants to talk it over with his players. All right, about 5.5 minutes into the first quarter, Paul. First thoughts here.
Well, the pressure on the Borden guard seems to be there for Christian Academy, but they're holding their own here as they trail by only 2 points. Rebounding pretty even now. That's evened out, but once again, Borden turning the ball over 4 times.
That's not a sustainable pace if they want to stay close to the Warriors tonight.
I missed that last field goal that was out there.
The three-pointer was Carrier.
It was Carrier that got that. Ethan Carrier for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice look, too.
It really was.
You see when he left his hand, it was right on line.
We've got that advantage here, the vantage point, if you will. I mean, it looked good all the way. Nice arc and everything. So, obviously a good shooter. Junior 6'2". And put the Warriors ahead, having trailed 7-6 before that shot.
31 for Borden is Jacob Robinson, and he's definitely the leader on the floor of this team. Made some good plays tonight. Had the ball and had it slapped out of his hands, and a whistle blows.
That's a good call.
Carey is going to get called. And he'll go to the bench with his first foul. 3 team fouls for the Warriors, 4 for Borden.
A little half-court pressure here by Christian Academy. Want to work those guards over.
Nice ball movement by Borden. Gets it down into Robinson, now back outside. One thing Doc Nash works on is fundamentals. A lot of passes in his offense. Great opportunity. Robinson just couldn't get it to drop. Hahn gets the ball. We go back the other direction. Long pass. Proctor sets up for 3. Looks good. Bounces around, doesn't drop. Hahn's there to collect the ball. Kicks it back outside. Wide open 3. And it's down. And that was Nick Conrad for 3. It's already getting a little loud out there in the gymnasium tonight. Quick hands, Nick Conrad. Proctor's going to go by himself and lays it in uncontested. And a timeout taken by Doc Nash. Going to be the full version. They'll take a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. Right after this, you're watching GLICOD.com coverage of Kentuckiana high school basketball. Stay with us.
Your friendly neighborhood Centra Credit Union here. Up for saving money? Visit Centra.org or a branch today for a free loan checkup. We'll look at what you're spending on loan payments at Centra or with other lenders, and if we can help you save money, we'll tell you how, because every nickel counts.
Jimmy, oh, what I see there in your ear, it's a nickel. How'd it get there?
Even those nickels.
Save them up, and someday you'll be rich.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. All loans subject to credit approval.
Welcome back. Christian Academy is the location. The Warriors hosting the Borden Braves. And after that timeout, Coach Nash trying to work a plan. His team trails 14-7 after a quick spurt of 5 points from the Warriors, and a lot of contact on the floor. Fans getting a little concerned about what they're seeing.
5 players have scored for Christian Academy. Jacob Hahn, or Josh Hahn, the only one with 2 field goals, but field goals by Proctor, Carrier, Conrad, and Dunn. 3-pointers by Conrad and Carrier.
Robinson gets the ball in. Franklin brings it up. Bayhan gets it across midcourt. Defense from the Warriors trying to take that play away. They get it down in the post. The shot just won't fall for Robinson. He's really their go-to guy down inside.
Had a good look.
Proctor had the ball stripped from him. They're going to call a foul. Late whistle, and the Borden fans not happy with that.
That shot that Robinson had there was point blank, about 5 feet, and kind of he'll usually make.
There wasn't a foul. Say stepped on the line. Shot goes in for Kevin Ballou, his first points of the night. Now we got 6 players in the scoring column. Christian Academy pressure. Trapping out in the corner. Bayhan's in trouble, and the ball goes out of bounds. A turnover. That defense stifling Borden right now.
Yeah, 6 turnovers already with 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
We have an updated score coming in.
Yeah, let's see what it says. Silver Creek 26 at Bloomington South, 26-27 into the first quarter, and for New Albany 15-2 at the end of the first quarter at Jasper. Got to score Floyd 16 and Wrights 21 into the first. And we'll give you the others later.
All right, that's scoreboard update brought to you by The Locker Room in Jeffersonville, 812-282-8600. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Christian Academy patient. They're up by 9.
Looking for the last shot here.
Carrier to Proctor. Who do you think will pull the trigger? Looks like it's going to be Carrier. Gets to the glass. No whistle. And at the end of 1, Christian Academy has the lead, 18-7. We'll take a break, be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching GLICOD.com coverage of Kentuckiana high school basketball.
When you want the best in oral surgery, try Kentuckiana Oral and Maxillofacial Surgical Associates. Think of us as KYOMS. Whether it's implants or dentures, reconstructive surgery, or wisdom teeth removal, KYOMS specialists combine their experience with the latest technology to give you the highest level of comfort and care. To find out about our 4 Louisville locations, visit us online at KYOMS.com. That's KYOMS.com.
The Locker Room is proud to be a sponsor of Southern Indiana High School Sports, located in historic Jeff at 319 Spring Street. The Locker Room has been a business for over 40 years and was Southern Indiana's first screen printer. They specialize in wholesale screen printing, t-shirts, and have a full-time graphic artist on staff. No job is too big or small. The Locker Room invites you to team up with the best. For more information, call The Locker Room at 282-8600. That's 282-8600.
First quarter in the books. Christian Academy has the lead after 8 minutes. 18-7 the score, and they have the ball to start the second. Shoot blue. 2 more. Franklin gets it to Robinson. I think they heard you during that break. They brought him out to help with that pressure. The last several times he's been down inside the paint. Nice move by Micah Franklin to get a bucket. Proctor bringing it up to Carrier. Robinson, alley-oop, tips it to Hahn.
Oh, nice.
Now they didn't draw it up like that.
That was a dream. That was a scheme, not a dream.
Robinson tried to get it to T.J. Proctor on the alley-oop, and Proctor.
Good thinking.
He wasn't having it. Timeout by Doug Nash, 30-second variety. That means we'll stay here.
That was a timeout to avoid the 10-second count in the backcourt. Again, that pressure put on by Christian Academy, really giving the Borden guards fits.
22-9. At one point, this game was 9-7. Warriors with a 2-point advantage. Since then, they've gone on to a 13-2 run.
Well, you know, I always said that shooting really matters. They've made 5 out of their last 6 field goal attempts, so that's the reason for the disparity, along with 6 turnovers already for Borden just into the second quarter. Too many turnovers.
Turnover is costly when you're already feeling like you're fighting to get up over the schneid, as they say.
Rebounding's even at 7 apiece, but with the score baskets, there are no rebounds, so that makes that difference. Here they come again, backcourt.
Franklin gets it across midcourt. Hands it off to Robinson. Robinson trying to get it down inside. Gasper, the target, and it's just out of his reach. Throw away.
A little high-low post look, but not good. 7th turnover.
Jaden Roberts, 33 in the ball game for Borden. He was the one that threw that away. Hahn got position. Need a little more oomph on the shot. And we'll get a whistle.
And that whistle is a foul.
Foul against Hahn. Offensive variety. First foul. 4th team foul for the Warriors. A lot of contact, but relatively few whistles based on the number of body parts slapped around tonight.
Borden looking for a way to score so far. Not there.
Robinson going to do it himself. Can't get it to go. Loose ball picked up by Gasper. Now to Franklin. Robinson for 3. Not right on line. Mason Carter pulled down the rebound. They'll set it up again. Inside out. Carter for 3. Just short. Gasper rebound, and it's into the hands of Proctor. They go back the other way in a hurry. Proctor beats everybody. Nice kiss off the glass into the hole. 24-9. Robinson took steps, got happy feet. And a turnover. A couple of players checking back in for the Warriors. Hahn and Kevin Ballou in. Nick Conrad goes to the bench.
Not to belabor a point, but that's, again, 9 turnovers for Borden. And that's the reason we got a 15-point deficit.
Robinson, alley-oop. Proctor. That's not the kind of move that's going to make fans love you if you're a visiting fan.
Acted like he wanted to dunk that thing on the alley-oop. Came up a little short. There's another turnover.
Long pass, way too high. Pressure just giving him fits tonight.
Yes, pressure out of the zone, too. That really doesn't make any sense. That's just an unforced turnover as far as I'm concerned. 3-2 zone applied by Borden.
Carrier to Robinson. Back to Proctor. Working the perimeter. Open man. Ballou in and out. Rebound Robinson. They'll go back the other direction. Carter pulls up, gives it to Franklin. Finally gets it across the line. Bayhan tried to force it down to the baseline. Jaden Roberts had an opportunity if he could get the ball, but
ball out of bounds side by Borden. The Warriors back in a 2-3 zone. Pressure on the ball, outside. And again, the good thing they don't have a shot clock here in high school basketball, because as long as it's taken for Borden to get a good look, there's another miss by Robinson.
Proctor gets the rebound, goes the other way. Robinson, and they'll get him with a charge.
Calling for a charge. That's just the second turnover that I have for Christian Academy. .402 left in the second quarter, 24-9. The Warriors leading. Again, full court pressure by the Warriors.
Quick hands that time by Dunn. But Franklin got it back. Borden just trying to find a way to get something happening down inside. They're way out top. Franklin in trouble, and we'll have a jump ball. Might look like a wrestling move there.
Don't see the possession arrow on this side of the floor, so we'll wait and see. So Borden retains possession. That means it's not a turnover. Technically, that is.
Technically, but now possession arrow favors the Warriors.
That's the way that works. You get a half a turnover for that?
Something like that. 3:40 to go in the half. 24-9. Been stuck on that number for about a minute or so. Quick inbounds pass to Carter. And now to Franklin. He's trapped in the corner.
That's not where you want the ball.
Need to try to get it to the middle of the court, not in that corner, and they in trouble. Nice quick move by Robinson. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Borden. But they're not making any advance on the goal,
No,
that's for sure.
Like I said, if you had a shot clock, it'd be expired by now. They're not even getting close to the basket.
Inbounds pass. Back to Franklin. And he runs back into that trap. Warriors. 3-point shot. That's a way to beat it.
Another rebound for Borden.
Moving it around the outside. Franklin. Ball tipped around from Carter.
That's a good call.
Carter was
done. Gave him a little bump out of bounds.
Little love tap.
3 subs coming in for Christian Academy. They're staying fresh, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. Ballou, Robinson, and Hahn to the bench. Back in the game, Nick Conrad, Proctor, and Chris Ballou. Inbounds pass. Tipped around. Gasper throws it away. Carrier comes out with it. Behind the back dribble. And he loses the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be off Carter. As Carter was grabbing for it as it crossed the line. Break for the Warriors that time.
A little bit of sloppy play, I'd say, there as you wind down the second quarter.
Conrad heads off to Proctor. Carrier had that hitch in his step like he wanted to pull the trigger.
You notice no pressure by Borden on the offense of Christian Academy, unlike the other end of the floor. That zone is compacting. It's there so that they don't give up those inside shots, technically.
They're conceding the 3.
Yeah, letting that shot go, and there goes one, and it's good.
Proctor drops one. And the scoring drought is over, 27-9. A lot of pressure. Just trying to get it across midcourt. They've solved that problem. Now can they get it inside the arc?
Right out there in that corner again where they're going to get trapped. Traps off.
Franklin down to Robinson. Inside, back out. Robinson looking for help.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to play with his back to the basket. Not used to doing that. Hey, got a roll.
Jacob Robinson with a bucket, 27-11. Minute 30 to go. First half clipping along here.
Yeah, Borden packing that zone back in. Call it a 1-2-2 or a 3-2, whatever your choice is.
Proctor, interesting move there. Sets up Carrier for a nothing but net 3.
Doc's just got his hands on his head. He does not know what to do.
That's a way to break that. Get it to the middle.
There you go.
Robinson with a basket. Under a minute to go. First half running down. Warriors up by 17. 3-point shot not there. Rebound Ballou. Dunn, the freshman, not afraid to pull the trigger from outside.
Well, they're giving them that shot for sure. They're looking inside to try to get the ball down low. They'd like to get it to big number 35 there, Chris Ballou. I think they're going to be content now to take the last shot of the half, you think?
I believe so. That's the impression they're giving off here. Nick Conrad calling out Carrier. He hands it off. 15 seconds. Just standing there. Conrad back to Carrier. Proctor. Who will pull the trigger? 4 seconds. And that's not there. Another alley-oop attempt. I think with the lead, they're getting a little too cute. But at the half, it's Christian Academy 30, Borden 13. We'll take a break. Be back with our halftime coverage right after this on GLICOD.com.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
Whether your car needs a routine fix or an important repair, you'll want to take it to Voniers, family owned in Jeffersonville since 1981, with old-fashioned values including honesty and integrity. Voniers is dedicated to giving your car the best possible service in the industry. That's why service is our product at Voniers, located at 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. Call 812-283-6215. That's 812-283-6215. Online at Vonyers.com.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
Where's Super Guy? What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call through your dental exam and recare appointments, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleanings to complex procedures. Call Annette or Joyce today at 812-944-5155 and see why 5 generations of patients still return to Carter Family Dentistry, located on Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Your friendly neighborhood Centra Credit Union here. Up for saving money? Visit Centra.org or a branch today for a free loan checkup. We'll look at what you're spending on loan payments at Centra or with other lenders, and if we can help you save money, we'll tell you how, because every nickel counts.
Jimmy! Oh, what I see there, in your ear, it's a nickel. How'd it get there?
Even those nickels.
Save them up, and someday you'll be rich.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. All loans subject to credit approval.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Find out about online banking and other services by visiting Centra.org.
It's halftime here at Christian Academy. Mike Beck, Paul Love, and glad to be with you. At the half, as the Warriors lead the Braves, the score is 30-13. And they're introducing some of the elementary school basketball players. And while they do that, we'll go ahead and run down some stats here.
Now, here's one stat which is really easy to do. As it turns out, Borden was 3 for 8 in the first quarter shooting-wise, 37.5%. They were also 3 for 8 in the second quarter and 6 for 16, the same percentage for half, so 37.5 on 6 of 16 shooting. 1 for 2 from the free throw line, obvious 50%. Christian Academy, 6 for 15 first quarter, 5 for 9 the second. So for the half, they're 11 for 24, almost 46% at 45.8. And believe it or not, they've missed all 6 of their free throws in that first half. Individual scoring, Borden led, as you might expect. Jacob Robinson has 7, got it going a little bit there in the second quarter. Micah Franklin has 4 points, and Dylan Bayan has 2 points. Total of 13 points, pretty underscored there in the first half. Scoring for Christian Academy, really pretty consistent. Proctor has 7 on 3 field goals. 3 field goals for Hahn, 6 points. 8 points for Ethan Carrier, who hit 2 threes. 2 points for Chris Ballou. 3 points on a 3-point shot by Nick Conrad, and 2 points each for Brady Dunn and Kevin Ballou for a total of 30. Rebounding in the first half, I have 15 rebounds for the Braves. They're actually out-rebounding them 15-9, so that's kind of unexpected. But the turnovers, a big difference in the game. 11 turnovers against the Braves and just 3 against the Warriors.
All right, that's your stats. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will give you updated scores, and they're coming in hot and heavy here. We'll tell you who's doing what, where, when, and how right after this on GLICOD.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Your friendly neighborhood Centra Credit Union here. Up for saving money? Visit Centra.org or a branch today for a free loan checkup. We'll look at what you're spending on loan payments at Centra or with other lenders, and if we can help you save money, we'll tell you how, because every nickel counts.
Jimmy! Oh, what I see there, in your ear, it's a nickel. How'd it get there?
Even those nickels.
Save them up, and someday you'll be rich.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. All loans subject to credit approval.
Check it. Ooh.
Come on! Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Doug and Maureen hope to travel the world as missionaries in some of the most remote nations. We honor them for their work. Thanks, guys.
Bill and Frank have served the country with honor during the Vietnam War. Bill has 2 Purple Hearts. Thank you both for your service.
We're truly honored to serve a generation that's really made a difference. For more information about American senior communities, please visit us at asccare.com.
It's halftime here at Christian Academy. Mike Beck, Paul Love, and time to get you an update. We'll check in with the Clark Rehab scoreboard update, and let's look at some of the games across the region. Bedford North Lawrence, after that big win over Jeffersonville last night, pushes out to a 35-22 lead at the half at Charlestown this evening. Floyd Central on the road tonight at Evansville Wrights. At the half, they trail 36-30. New Albany headed down to Jasper tonight in the unfriendly confines of Jasper, and they've got a big lead at the half, 26-11. Kind of a low-scoring game there. Silver Creek taking on Bloomington South, the top 5 program in 4A, and South trails the Creekers. The Dragons lead 46-44 at the half. Just halfway through the first quarter, late start for Evansville Harrison at Jeffersonville, and that score 7-2. Evansville Harrison on top of that. Jeffersonville, after playing so well, took it on the chin last night, and now they're kind of in the hole there. So
it's early in the game, though. Of course, somewhere in the middle of the first quarter, so a little delayed. Probably a late start on that game, I would think, wouldn't you?
I would think so as well. Tonight's scoreboard update brought to you by Clark Rehab and Skilled Nursing Center in Clarksville. Well, Paul, let's talk about some adjustments. Both coaches in their respective locker rooms trying to figure out the other one, put together a plan. Doc Nash has the harder job of it tonight.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, again, if you're Steve Kerberg for Christian Academy, you just say, keep on keeping on. I want you to play hard. I want you to play harder than you did last night. Just like last night's game was contested. Think of it that way. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just continue to play hard. Borden on the other side, they've got to get some basketball forward. 7 points in the man-to-man good defense that Christian Academy is throwing on their guards. Guard play for Borden a little weak, I think you'd have to say. Too many turnovers at 11 for the first half.
One thing about Christian Academy, they've been playing hard. They've been forcing the issue both offensively and defensively. But one thing that I've not been a big fan of tonight, those 3 attempted alley-oops. It's almost like a little much tonight.
Well, again, you know you're bigger than they are, and you think you can just go over the top of them, but that's one good thing probably Borden is doing is they're packing in that zone so that they don't have those opportunities quite so much. And, you know, the three-point shooting I don't keep that individually for Christian Academy, but they have made 5 three-pointers, so, you know, they're getting the job done beyond the perimeter as well.
All right. It appears the Warriors will get the ball here to start the second half.
45 seconds ticking down.
They flip directions as you're watching the game. The Warriors will be going from right to left. The Braves from left to right. Once again, I got that figured out here. I am a professional.
So I should have cut my sheets in half and switch them to the other side.
Is that how it works?
Well, sometimes I get confused. Going that way, it's right on the sheet. Oh, okay.
And we get underway. Second half has started. Nick Conrad takes the ball from Proctor, back to Proctor, goes baseline, outside for 3. Conrad can't get it to go. Hahn there. Second chance. Third chance. That's the charm. Hahn playing tough down in the paint tonight, 32-13.
Kind of looked like I didn't have my head up when Borden was bringing the ball down the floor, but it seems like Christian Academy's called off the Dogs just a little bit.
They did. They kind of collapsed back and stayed in the half court. Little slap foul that time by Nick Conrad. His first foul of the second half. Franklin Borden actually getting to run a little bit of an offense here with a change in defense from the Warriors.
Good idea, but another turnover. Good backdoor cut.
Got to have the ball, though.
Yeah, Carter's throw was just not on target. Right idea. Poor execution.
Carrier and Proctor bring it up. Conrad gets it to the right. Over to Proctor. Carrier down in the corner, back outside. 3 points there if they want it. They haven't taken it. Hahn tried the inside move. Dunn with the rebound, clears it out. Warriors patient, just kind of picking their spots here.
Yeah, ball around the perimeter. Again, the zone is preventing the direct entry into the post.
Three-point attempt. He's found his range.
Third three-pointer for Carrier.
Ethan Carrier, nice looking shot from beyond the arc. 35-13. Minute and a half gone, third quarter. Franklin to his right, gets it to Carter. Robinson to Robinson. They're brothers, yep.
They look alike.
They sure do. Now the reverse alley-oop. I think that was kind of what they were looking at. Didn't happen.
Well, with less pressure, Borden handling the basketball a little bit better without turnovers.
Makes it a little more for an interesting game. Franklin had a step, couldn't get it to go. Proctor gets the ball, bounces it around, and comes back on the attack. Dunn down to Hahn. Turns it around, back to Carrier. Two more passes into the hands of Dunn. Loose ball. Jacob Robinson went around Proctor, but couldn't get it to drop.
Free throw. 2 shots.
Like I said, Conrad was whistled for that infraction. His third foul.
Jacob Robinson to the line. Had 7 points in the first half, leading scorer for the Braves. First free throw is good.
First point of the second half.
That was first point for Borden.
Yeah, you're right.
Missed that one.
Proctor quickly up the court. Robinson gets it down to Hahn. Back to Proctor. Penetrates and draws the foul. Franklin takes it on the chin, more like the nose.
Proctor going to the line for 2 shots. Leading scorer for both teams ended up the first half with 7 points. That would be Jacob Robinson for Borden and TJ Proctor for Christian Academy. And first free throw, no good.
Franklin picked up his third foul.
That's amazing, Mike. 7 free throws, 7 misses for Christian Academy.
Coach Kerberg not going to be happy with that number at all. You cannot win in the postseason if you cannot hit your free throws.
Post game, you better make them. There we go. We talked him into it.
Well, the odds were at some point they'd hit one.
Yeah. Especially on a 50-50. No, it should be better than 50-50 anyway.
Franklin brings it up. Bayhan trying to get open. Good defense from Nick Conrad. He's not getting an inch. Baseline and throws into the hands of Robinson. Jeremiah Robinson. Big steal. Proctor way outside. They send Hahn out. He's been down inside doing the hard work tonight, working against Robinson.
Well, they get that 3-point shot anytime they want it, like right now, and there it is.
It was wide open, and Proctor pulled the trigger. Basket Warriors, 39-14.
Christian Academy changing up their defenses now. They've been in a zone. Now they're back to man-to-man.
It's a lot of work. Borden probing, and it's kicked away. Conrad knocks it out of bounds. Hahn to the bench, in for him, Kevin Ballou.
Against a team with a high turnover rate, that man-to-man is sure the best defense to use, no doubt.
Robinson to throw it in. Nice turnaround move that time from Jaden Roberts. If I'm not mistaken, that's his first points. Carrier and Proctor. Jeremiah Robinson across court to Conrad. Proctor's wide open.
Ooh, okay, 2 in a row. Like I say, get that shot anytime.
Yeah, they're giving that up. 42-16. Dunn head to the scorer's table to check in. Franklin. He's got to move. He's got the count. Finally gets it away. To Bayhan, back to Franklin. Robinson now to Bayhan. Trying to get it a little closer. Christian Academy not conceding anything in what we'd call the paint.
Actually, their lane is not painted here. So.
It's true. The unpainted paint.
The 3-second zone.
Robinson backs in.
Terrible shot. Ill-advised.
Carrier gets the loose ball, brings it up. Proctor. Just a question of which open man wants to take the shot.
Well, Proctor and Carrier have been draining them, 3 each from beyond the arc.
Kevin Ballou fighting down for position inside.
He got that shot if he wants it. Made the last 2. I think they're more interested in running some offense now, trying to get the ball down low.
Nick Conrad in and out for a 3. Sam Gasper gets the rebound. And here we go in the half court. Borden, 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go, third quarter. It's 42-16. They've come up with 3 points this quarter, and that's it. Robinson working hard, can't get it to go. Roberts, rebound, second shot, misses everything. Robinson took the full court pass from Proctor, and it went out of bounds. Couple of substitutions for the Warriors, keeping fresh legs on the floor. Chris Ballou in the game. Brady Dunn back in as well. Proctor gets stripped. Clean strip, no whistle. Franklin hustles up there, but his lane was taken away. Dunn, nice move. Bayhan tries to make a move. Ball stripped and goes out of bounds. No foul. It'll stay with the red and black.
So we got two nights in a row, Friday, Saturday. I guess having some subs in the second night's probably a good idea.
Nice backdoor move, and Jacob Robinson, I'm sorry. There's a lot of J's, as Coach Doc, he alluded to. I got a lot of Jimmys and Joes. There's a lot of J's on these kids. Joey, Jacob, Jaden. Nice turnaround touch from Kevin Ballou. Christian Academy getting production from a number of players tonight. Dunn forces the issue, and it goes off Bayhan's hand, out of bounds. He'll come out. Back in the game, Joey Robinson and Mason Carter. Roberts and Bayhan to the bench. Well, Dunn brings it up. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Been quick third quarter. Proctor, boy, they shut that down. Had him double teamed there as he turned to try to get a look at the goal. 40 seconds. Are they in one-shot territory here yet? Yep, they are now. Robinson, Dunn, tries the baseline, taken away. Nice move by Carter on the defense. Chris Ballou to Robinson. Got a couple of Ballous in the game. Kevin and Chris. TJ Proctor, 9 seconds. He's got to make a move. Ball moved right out of his hands. And a loose ball knocked out by Borden. with 4.3 seconds to go. Now they're going to have to play hurry up and shoot. Dunn throws it up. And no whistle, no call, no foul at the end of 3. Christian Academy 44, Borden 18. We'll be back right after this. You're watching GLICOD.com.
Whether your car needs a routine fix or an important repair, you'll want to take it to Voniers, family owned in Jeffersonville since 1981, with old-fashioned values including honesty and integrity. Voniers is dedicated to giving your car the best possible service in the industry. That's why service is our product at Voniers, located at 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. Call 812-283-6215. That's 812-283-6215. Online at Voniers.com.
When you want the best in oral surgery, try Kentuckiana Oral and Maxillofacial Surgical Associates. Think of us as KYOMS. Whether it's implants or dentures, reconstructive surgery, or wisdom teeth removal, KYOMS specialists combine their experience with the latest technology to give you the highest level of comfort and care. To find out about our 4 Louisville locations, visit us online, KYOMS.com. That's KYOMS.com.
3 quarters in the books. 8 minutes left to play. 44-18 is the score. Christian Academy in control. Scoring coming in from other games tonight. Bedford North Lawrence over Charlestown 47-29 at the end of 3. New Albany over Jasper at the end of 3, 34-14. And Wrights and Floyd Central in a dogfight, 40-39. Wrights a 1-pointed lead. Haven't got an update on Silver Creek Bloomington South. That was halftime the last time we checked. And as I speak, here it is, 63-61, back and forth. South up by 2 at the end of 3. Here, 44-18. That third quarter, only 5 points for Borden. That's a pretty stingy defense.
Absolutely.
First quarter score, Evansville Harrison 11, Jeffersonville 6 at the end of the first. Micah Franklin to the bench, Behan in. And Robinson gets it in to Clark, to Carter. Working against Proctor. That's a tall order. Trying to get it down inside. Robinson turns around, squares up, puts it up. Hahn with a rebound, kicks it out to Conrad, down to Proctor. Probably had a step there, didn't take it. 3-point shot, Carrier. Boy, he's on.
He is. Making it.
He keeps that up through the postseason. They may make a long run.
Yeah, put a 6'8" kid down below and have that outside. It'd be good.
47-18. Behan back into Robinson. Turns around. Nice use of the left hand that time. Gets the basket. Christian Academy very deliberate on offense right now. No hurry. They're up by 27. And tries that back door once again, and it's intercepted by Robinson. Spin, shot, left-handed hook, not there. Proctor, one-on-one with Carter, pulls up and doesn't get the bounce. Loose ball, Carter gets it. Christian Academy, I think, take their foot off the gas just a wee bit here. And a whistle. Is that a 5-second call?
Offensive foul.
Okay, it's going to go against Sam Gasper. His first foul.
Wasn't an offensive foul, screening foul, I guess.
Throwing the elbow out there in the front is going to be hard to hide. You might get away with that if everybody's packed down inside, but outside, you're pretty exposed. Ballou to Hahn. Little head fake. Kicks it back to Carrier. Proctor. Robison. Carrier. Carrier's human. Goes in. Robison gets the offensive board and the basket. And he'll get a chance at the bonus as well. That foul was against Mason Carter, his second, team's third. Neither team got in the bonus the first half. I don't think they're going to make it here unless something changes dramatically.
Not many fouls being called.
Jeremiah Robison. There's a free throw. 2 in a row for the Warriors.
2 of 9.
When you're first 0-7, you start celebrating the little things.
Yeah, they'll work on it next week.
New player in the game, Blake Lawson for the Braves. He's number 32. Loose ball, tapped around. Jeremiah Robison comes out with it. He's going to go around the defender. Can't make it happen. But Josh Hahn comes back and cleans up his mess. Tries a shot, draws the foul. Joey Robinson with a foul, his second, team's fourth. Josh Hahn to shoot 2. Now they're on a roll now, 3 in a row.
Making those free throws. They must be thinking it's tournament time or something, right?
Well, better late than never.
Okay.
Second shot forthcoming. Hahn 3 bounces and a look. Nice backspin. That was perfect.
Yeah.
And a timeout taken by Borden. There's going to be a full timeout. They'll take a break. We'll take one as well. Stand by. We'll be back right after this. You're watching GLICOD.com.
Your friendly neighborhood Centra Credit Union here. Up for saving money? Visit Centra.org or a branch today for a free loan checkup. We'll look at what you're spending on loan payments at Centra or with other lenders, and if we can help you save money, we'll tell you how, because every nickel counts.
Jimmy, oh, what I see there in your ear, it's a nickel. How'd it get there?
Even those nickels.
Save them up, and someday you'll be rich.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. All loans subject to credit approval.
Back here, the action. After the timeout, Christian Academy headed back out on the floor. Doc Nash. He's still got 17 seconds on that timeout. He's going to use it all. The score here in the fourth quarter, 52-20. Not really competitive score-wise, but kids are playing hard.
That's what I think both coaches want to see out of their players. There's obviously a disparity in talent, but 52-20, that would indicate that for sure.
Blake Lawson goes to the left, puts in the hands of Bayhan, back to Lawson, now goes to his right. Open man. I believe that was Zach Knight. And back the other way for Robison. 54-20. Little transition basket that time. Proctor, quick hands. And it's going to be another turnover.
Just the 6th turnover I've got, so pretty clean game for the Warriors.
Robison wide open 3. They'll let him take it. Ballou gets the rebound, puts it right back up. Comes down and lands on a Borden player who's going to be called for a foul. And that one's going to be against Bayhan, his first. 5th team foul. Kevin Ballou will shoot the bonus. And he hits it.
Is it Chris Ballou?
That was Kevin.
That was Kevin, I'm sorry.
New player in for the Warriors, Alex Dawley, 5'6" senior, gets his first minutes tonight. We might see a couple other fresh faces before this one's over with. 4:05 to go in the fourth quarter, 57-20. This game not indicative of this series over the years.
No, not at all.
Nice floater for Robinson. He's getting some points here in the late quarters. Dolly on defense. Carter gets away from him, and he hits a two-point shot. 59-22. Dunn brings it up. We'll probably not see any more of Proctor tonight. Carrier as well. I'd be surprised. Ballou open inside, and Roberts knocks it out with authority. One of the Warrior cheerleaders almost got a bruise for a gift. Dolly to take it, get it inbounds under the basket. Oh, great position. Chris Ballou right there. Nice little bounce off the glass, and it's two more. 61-22. Dunn went for the steal, and it's off his fingers, out of bounds. Brennan Urton has checked in for the Braves, number 35, inbounds the ball to Carter. A lot of fresh faces on both sides of the floor now as both coaches give their starters a break. The only starter left on the floor is Dunn for the Warriors. And I believe that's Carter for the Braves. Everybody else getting some valuable varsity minutes.
Jaden Roberts to the free throw line. This is the first.
And that foul was on Kevin Ballou, his second. Roberts, first shot off the mark. See if he can do better this time. A lot better look, that one. 61-23. Dunn drives the lane. Gets it blocked, knocked out of his hands. Finally, he gets fouled.
He's just freshman. He's fighting out there, isn't he?
He's feisty.
He is indeed.
He'll go to the line and shoot two. And what was a quick game is now slowed down to a crawl, as we're going to spend a lot of time on the line, I'm afraid. First foul tonight on Brennan Urton. And Dunn hits his shot. How many in a row is that now?
That's 5 in a row. Imagine that. After missing 7 in a row, now they're on a 5 in a row.
Well, better to end on a good streak than a bad one.
And got it.
63-23. 40-point game. Braves trying to solve the defense. Quick hands by Dolly. He knocks it out of bounds. Two and a half left in the game. Carter. And we get a timeout called. Borden takes a timeout. It's going to be the 30th full timeout taken. He'll take a long one. We'll take one as well. Stand by. We'll be right back right after this.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call through your dental exam and recare appointments, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleanings to complex procedures. Call Annette or Joyce today at 812-944-5155 and see why 5 generations of patients still return to Carter Family Dentistry, located on Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
The score tells the story, 62-23. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Borden working around the perimeter. shot off the mark by Roberts. Back into Knight, back out to Roberts. There's not a lot of inside game tonight for Borden. They've tried, but
they don't have the size to do so. Reach-in foul that time by Chris Ballou.
First foul on Ballou.
Like you said, not many free throws. That's just the 4th team foul against Christian Academy. 6. Next foul would be a bonus for Christian Academy.
Robinson out, Josh Witten in. JV player getting some varsity playing time. Also in the game, Carson Abbott. So, let them play, as they say. Carter for 3. Not there. Ballou loses it. Back out. Knight too long. Ball slapped around, and it's going to go out of bounds. Back to Christian Academy. I believe there's only one player we haven't seen, and that would be Ian Patterson, who just buzzed in.
That's a 62 or 63 to 23. That's when you're going to get a lot of playing time. You know, your better players actually don't like these kind of games.
No, they like to be on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Patterson in trouble. Gets it to Dolly, and he's forced out of bounds along the line.
Actually stepped on the line. Looks like turnover.
Minute 9 to go. Carter, the only starter either side, still in the ball game. Bounces it around. Knight for 3. Close, not there. Rebound, Abbott gets it in the hands of Witten, and he will be fouled. It's going to be on Knight.
That is a 1-and-1. First 1-and-1 of the second half with just 51.5 seconds to go. Josh Witten.
Josh Witten.
Senior on the line. Made it.
And he's in the scorebook. 64-23.
That's 7 free throws in a row. They missed their first 7 and they made their next 7. That's kind of coincidental. Oh, I missed one.
Yeah, perfect 7s both ways.
Now it's time to go the other way, right? 7 and 7.
Pass couldn't be controlled off the hands of Blake Lawson. It'll go back to the Warriors. Witten will inbound it. Back in the game, Brady Dunn, who started, freshman, got the call. Dolly, nice first step. Out to Witten. Witten pushes, pulls it back out. 25 seconds to go. Dolly, they're just killing some time here. Gives it to Witten. I have a feeling they may not even put the ball in the air. Under 10 seconds. Dolly holds it, and that's going to do it. The buzzer sounds, and Christian Academy gets the win, 64-23. An empathetic, or I didn't say that right,
No,
but
sorry.
You know what I mean. It's been a long couple of days for me. I'm going to go take a nap.
You deserve it.
64-23 is your final. We'll take a break. Be back with our post-game coverage right after this. You're watching GLICOD.com. Stay with us, folks.
Check it. Ooh. Oh, no, 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 no.
Get an interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an interstate.
Doug and Maureen hope that travel the world as missionaries in some of the most remote nations. We honor them for their work. Thanks, guys.
Bill and Frank have served the country with honor during the Vietnam War. Bill has 2 Purple Hearts. Thank you both for your service.
We're truly honored to serve a generation that's really made a difference. For more information about American senior communities, please visit us at asccare.com.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
GLICOD's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball continues with the postgame show, a recap of tonight's action, recognition of tonight's top players, and scores of other games. Brought to you by Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll. If you have crime information to report, contact the Clark County Sheriff's Office tip line at 812-280-2276 or email tips at clarkcosheriff.com.
Welcome back. Christian Academy knocks off Borden, makes a statement doing so. Final score 64-23, and I know you're working hard over getting the things tabulated.
This is not official. Let's understand that. Let's go shooting percentages. First of all, Borden 6 of 16, 37.5%, just 16 shots in the game. So defensive Christian Academy caused that to happen. I think just 2 of 5 from the free throw line. I'm sorry, that was first half stats. Let me start over again. 10 for 31. That makes more sense. 32% for Borden. 2 for 5 from the free throw line. 40% compared to Christian Academy. I had them shooting an even 50% from the field. 24 of 48, but just 7 of 15 from the free throw line. Under 50% at 46.7. Turnover is a big factor in the game. 16 at least against Borden, and 7 against Christian Academy. Rebounding pretty even. I have Borden actually out-rebounding Christian Academy 22-21.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
But
scoring. Yeah, you want scoring, or you want that later?
Yeah, go ahead and give us the scoring. We'll take care of that.
We'll try to do this right. Jacob Robinson, of course, led all scorers for Borden. Not for the game, however. A couple of Christian Academies got as many. 14 points for him, 4 for Franklin, 2 for Bayan, and looks like 3 for Jaden Roberts. Total of 23 points, so not very many points scored, and most of them by Jacob Robinson. A lot of scoring by Christian Academy, spread out pretty evenly. These are not absolutely correct. Ethan Carrier had a really good shooting game. I have him with 4 3-point shots, and a total of 14 points for the game. Also, T.J. Proctor with 14 points. Josh Hahn had 8. Chris Ballou 6. Got a couple 7s down there by Kevin Ballou and Jeremiah Robinson. 4 points for Brady Dunn. 3 for Nick Conrad, and we snuck in there and got a point for
Josh Witten.
Josh Witten at the very end. Right. Total of 64 points for the Christian Academy Warriors.
All right, that's the scoring and stats as we have it. We'll take another break and be back with our outstanding players of the game tonight. Stand by. We'll figure out who that's going to be and let you know right after this.
The W.M. Kelly Company, complete metal manufacturing located in New Albany. They are always looking for experienced welders and machine operators. If you're interested in becoming part of their team, contact W.M. Kelly's Human Resources Office at 812-945-3529 or send an email to info@wmkelly.com. W.M. Kelly, designing, building, innovating.
Your friendly neighborhood Centra Credit Union here. Up for saving money? Visit Centra.org or a branch today for a free loan checkup. We'll look at what you're spending on loan payments at Centra or with other lenders, and if we can help you save money, we'll tell you how, because every nickel counts.
Jimmy! Oh, what I see there, in your ear, it's a nickel. How'd it get there?
Even those nickels.
Save them up, and someday you'll be rich.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. All loans subject to credit approval.
In one fatal swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No. When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
When you want the best in oral surgery, try Kentuckiana Oral and Maxillofacial Surgical Associates. Think of us as KYOMS. Whether it's implants or dentures, reconstructive surgery, or wisdom teeth removal, KYOMS specialists combine their experience with the latest technology to give you the highest level of comfort and care. To find out about our 4 Louisville locations, visit us online at KYOMS.com. That's KYOMS.com.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm a left-hand turn signal. Tink, tink, tink. The guy in front of you had me on for the last 14 miles. And since you're stuck in traffic, you can just sit back and wait. You gonna try to pass on the left? Didn't you see my signal? And if you've got cut rate insurance, things could really take a turn for the worse. So get Allstate.
Call Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today at 812-282-2970. Subject to terms, conditions, and coverage selected.
Welcome back. Here as our post-game coverage continues. Mike Beck, Paul Love, and time for our outstanding players of the game tonight, brought to you by Kentuckiana Oral Surgery. They have 4 locations to serve you, including their brand new office behind Menards in Jeffersonville. And start with Borden, their outstanding player tonight, Jacob Robinson.
Absolutely. He really is the only offensive threat they had 14 points, I think. And because of that, drew a lot of attention from the defense for Christian Academy. So, not a whole lot of help offensively, but a real nice game. Struggled early, I think, because of the pressure he was under, but we'll give him the player of the game for Borden.
And for Christian Academy, it was a toss-up, but we had to make a choice, and who'd we land on?
Well, we liked a couple of them, but kind of like Ethan Carrier for one reason. He hit a lot of critical threes, and he hit a 3 in every quarter, the way I have written it down here. And one of the leading scorers for Christian Academy. Of course, we don't keep rebounds and assists and things like that, so those things could enter the plan. But when we look at the scoring and look at the contributions each quarter, we like Ethan Carrier for tonight's game for Christian Academy.
All right, that's it. Your outstanding players of the game tonight, Ethan Carrier for Christian Academy and Jacob Robinson for Borden, brought to you by Kentuckiana Oral Surgery. Stand by. One more break, and we'll come back and give you updated scores on some of those contests that have become finals and some that are still going.
Is everywhere.
I'm a crack forming in your water pipe. I may be too tiny to notice, but not anymore. And if you got sold the wrong home insurance, you might get swamped by cleanup costs. So get Allstate.
For a free quote, call Floyd Snob's Allstate agent Packy Page at 812-202-7271. That's Floyd Snob's Allstate agent Packy Page. Subject to terms, conditions, availability, and coverage selected. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up. Shut up, Jeff.
I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
Whether your car needs a routine fix or an important repair, you'll want to take it to Vonyers, family owned in Jeffersonville since 1981, with old-fashioned values including honesty and integrity. Vonyers is dedicated to giving your car the best possible service in the industry. That's why service is our product at Vonyers, located at 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. Call 812-283-6215. That's 812-283-6215. Online at Vonyers.com. Many children in your community need a voice. That's why you should volunteer for CASA, court-appointed special advocates who stand for the best interest of abused and neglected children involved in the court system. CASA volunteers are ordinary community members, and as a volunteer, you'll receive plenty of training and have lots of resources to help you with your cases. For more information or to become a volunteer, contact your local CASA office or visit casaforchildren.org.
Welcome back here. Our post-game coverage just about to wrap up. Mike Beck, Paul Love, and go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard one last time as we update you on some final scores. Bedford North Lawrence knocks off Charlestown tonight on the road, 69-41. Late in the fourth quarter, the last time we heard, Floyd Central finally out in front of Evansville Reitz, 58-50 at about the halfway point of the fourth quarter. New Albany knocks off Jasper. Boy, they throttled him on the defensive side, 53-20.
Wow.
That is a smothering defense tonight. And in a thriller at Bloomington South, that's a game that if you could have been at, I'm sure it would have been exciting. 77-76 the final score. Bloomington South nips the Dragons, and boy, the Dragons came close on that one.
Yeah, 63-61 at the end of 3, and then a 1-point game. Hard to beat J.B. Holmes in Bloomington.
Oh, it is. And Bloomington South, a top 5 team in 4A, so Creekers have a pretty good program going this year.
They do.
All right, and then the other score that we've been watching, it started late, so at halftime, Evansville Harrison leads Jeffersonville 25-24. Final thoughts on this one before we put it to bed?
No surprises, but you know it's hard to lose a game by 40 points or more, and I kind of feel for Doc Nash and their club, but they know who they are and where they've been, and they just need to get their heads back up and try to get better.
Yeah, every once in a while you just have one of these seasons and you got to fight through it to the end. But scoreboard tonight brought to you by Clark County CASA. Become a volunteer and enrich the life of a child. Call 812-285-0743 or visit CASAVoiceClark.org. Well, for this one, final score 64-23. Christian Academy gets the win. Borden drops to 3-14. The Warriors go 10-7 on the campaign, and games remain for both those squads. I have a programming note for you at GLICOD.com that Chris Labarre will be giving the audio broadcast of the boys Christian Academy of Louisville at South Oldham. That's coming up this Tuesday night at 7:30 in place of a previously scheduled game, and trying to get it to open up here, and just as I tapped it, it went away. It's funny how that happens.
Well, another thing too you might mention, talk about Silver Creek. We have the Silver Creek Dragons going to Salem next Tuesday for a game, if weather permits. I know it's supposed to be pretty harsh weather then.
Yeah, we had a broadcast scheduled on Wednesday. That has been rescheduled. We're going to take the game on Tuesday night. So the best way to know about when and where and what and why and all this stuff is to go to our website, GLICOD.com, where you get the score of tonight's game, all the area games, and much more, not only in Indiana but Kentucky as well. So you get the entire region at one location, GLICOD.com. Paul, it's been fun.
Absolutely.
And we'll do it again, I think, at least once or twice more before we're finished here this year.
Looking forward to it.
All right. For Paul Love, I'm Mike Beck. Ashton Beck, our camera person, Will Harper, running the scoreboard tonight. Steve Bird, our producer, who's been feeding us great information all evening. Chris Labarre and the rest of the team at GLICOD. Thanks for listening. Final here at Christian Academy 64, Borden 23. We'll see you in the next time. Until then, God bless. Take care and have yourselves a great weekend.
GLICOD's broadcast of Southern Indiana High School basketball was presented by Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952 and available throughout Kentuckiana. Visit their Jeff location today at 1510 Production Drive. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Centra Credit Union for banking and financial services that are centered around you. Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll, who reminds you not to text and drive. Kentuckiana Oral Surgery, with 4 Kentuckiana locations, including their newest behind Menards off Veterans Parkway. The W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany, designing, building, innovating, and now hiring. The Locker Room, Southern Indiana's first and oldest screen printers. Voiner's Auto Wear in Jeffersonville, family owned since 1981. And by Allstate agent Packy Page in Floyd's Knobs in Jeffersonville. He'll put you in good hands.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, GLICOD.com, Facebook and Twitter at GLICOD. We thank you for listening to this live sports presentation from GLICOD Communications.